Hey everyone, Aussie Viking here to do another
Hey,
video.
mate.
And I really want to talk about Starfield. I am having the best time with Starfield. It is so good. Oh my god. And all the people complaining about on the internet, shut the smeg up. Like, oh my god, what the hell? First up, between Starfield and the new expansion, Phantom Liberty for Cyberpunk, mwah, again, 10 out of 10. I've been going crazy at it. But obviously, we're going to focus on Starfield. I'm not really understanding all the hate. I get it, but so here's the thing. We'll get right off the bat. Yes, there's a lot of freaking loading screens, and I do hate that. But it's a Bethesda game. Bethesda games have never really gone past what they used to, because like from Morrowind onwards, even probably before that, they always had loading screens. Now, granted, the things that we shouldn't have loading screens for, we do. I don't think we need a loading screen when we enter a ship. It should just be like when you're on a planet and you can set your base down and it has like the door opening, then it loads a bit, but like it's not a black screen, it's just you wait, door closes, other door opens. I think that should be what the ship's design should have absolutely gone to that. 100% because it is such a good game and such a good mechanic to have a ship. They did screw it up a bit by not having it being a seamless transaction. Imagine you're on New Atlantis and you go from your land into your ship and it's just one seamless transition. Go on your ship, doors open, come in. That would have been so smacking good. I don't know why they never did it. I don't know why they didn't just go, let's do that. Same with vehicles. I love going to other planets. We need vehicles. We need, or at least give us the ability to fly in atmosphere. That's another thing they kind of screwed up, I think. But that's kind of it for me. Look, they have areas where you can open up and you can walk in straight away. Cool. And you can do that really well. Not all areas, but hey, I never really cared for the loading screens. But like I said, Bethesda never really did that. Having areas that you could just walk straight into with no loading screens has been around for a while. I remember in 2005, I think it was, Scarface The World Is Yours came out on the original Xbox. And guess what? It did not in any way, shape, or form have loading screens for going into a building. You could just walk right through and you were completely fine. And that was freaking sick. Now, here's the thing. Years later, like a year or two later, we got Oblivion, then we got Fallout, and then we got Skyrim. Guess what? They never went to that because, well, granted, not many games did it back then. Not many games do it now, really, when you think about it. But even then, it's just something Bethesda never really did. Games like GTA 4 and 5 did it, but Bethesda never really did that. Like, they had moments where it's like, okay, you can open a door, walk in, and it's fine, because they had that initial load. And I get it. It's very outdated. But it doesn't really ruin the experience for what you can do in it. Yeah, you can drop any item you want, and it's going to stay there, That's really good from a game engine perspective. Like, that's actually pretty damn interesting. Granted, it takes some stuff away and all that, and they might have been able to find a way around it, but they haven't. And I don't really care about that sort of stuff, because I'm having fun with the game, and I can understand people hating that. I totally get it. I stopped playing Fallout 4 because of that, to an extent. So when Fallout 4 came out, I played a lot of hours. I played like 2-3 days of it, and then stopped. I didn't even finish the main campaign until like literally this year. This year I finally finished the Fallout 4 campaign. Because of Starfield coming out. I was like, I should really finish Fallout 4. The reason I didn't, because in that exact same year, in 2015, Witcher 3 came out, and that just blew me away. Had one initial load screen, and then there was no more load screens from what I can remember going in any other places. And that was amazing, and that still is amazing to this day. But that's not something Bethesda would do, because you have to remember, Bethesda games, they are amazing in the sense of you make your own fun. You make your own adventure. They give you the bits and pieces and the parts and stuff, but they give you the ability to use those parts and change them around. For example, if I was to play Witcher 3, cool loading screens, you can't really go out of what the game gives you. I can't really go off the beaten path and become a smuggler or a mercenary. Not really. There are quest lines for it, but I can't do it on my own accord. I can't go up, hold somebody up, steal their stuff and all that. Not really the sort of game The Witcher 3 is. With Starfield, for example, I can do that. I can go see a nice ship that I like. They can be friendly. I can attack it. I can board them, or I can just blow them up. I can go in there, and as I'm boarding, I can take them out, and I can steal their ship. Which still amazing. I spent hours doing that. Oh my god, I spent so many hours doing that. And that's the thing. Bethesda games have mechanics for so many different areas. You can spend hundreds of hours in them. I spent 5 hours at least building my ship that I love, Just building a ship, just building a ship. Like, holy shit, that was amazing. Spent hours smuggling bad things that you got to smuggle into like neon and stuff. That was fun. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. You know, I spent hours doing so many things that you normally couldn't do in other games in this Bethesda game because it's a Bethesda game, right? And that's the thing. Bethesda games give you your own entertainment. You make your own entertainment with Bethesda games in the sense of, yes, you can follow the stories they make and all that, but from a gameplay perspective, you control that narrative. You can do whatever you want. You can say no to all these stories and go, you know what, I'm just going to do my own thing, and you make your own story connected to the gameplay, if that makes sense. 100% that's the best. That is the essence and soul of Bethesda games, through and through, always and every day. And I love that. That is exactly why I'm loving this game. It's like when you finish Red Dead Redemption 2. Love Red Dead Redemption 2, but it can get boring at times. It absolutely can, unless you take the initiative and go your own way. I was playing Red Dead 2, shot a few people, and got into a chase. I think it was a chase with a wagon. As a random horse, I got to jump onto the wagon, took them out, and all that. That was great. That was me making my own fun. I don't remember there being much of those sort of missions in the main campaign, but with Bethesda games, you can do that. It's up to you to make your fun. Up to you. You take everything that Bethesda gives you and you make your fun. And that's the thing. That's a gameplay loop that not many people either understand or want to put the effort into to understand. Which is why I think a lot of people give it shit to an extent. Because yes, I know the load screens are bad. Like I said, I would have at least loved it if you had load screen initially. If they could do this, where it's just a giant 3-minute, 5-minute load screen, and then no more load screens. I would have loved that. Or at least that middle ground of, you're in an area, you can go into your ship, no load screen. Unless you want to go to cockpit straight away, which makes total sense. And then you could fly off in atmosphere around the planet if you want, or go straight into space. To me, that is better. It makes more sense. But remember, this is a Bethesda game. They evolve, and they are going to evolve. They've already said Starfield's going to be a game that they support for, 5 years or more? Like, they're going to support it for a very long time, probably more so than any of their other games. And even then, let's look at their games beforehand. Morrowind, Fallout, Skyrim, Fallout 4. Every single one of these games has been different from launch to the end of their life cycle. And just counting the older games with just the Bethesda content from the expansions. But let's count that. Awesome, great, fantastic, I love it. But then let's count mods, alright? And people say, oh, but mods shouldn't fix it. Mods now are embedded into the DNA of Bethesda games. There's literally a menu for it in Fallout 4 and Skyrim, the new released edition. To me, that's a part of the game and part of what they want to do, because they also give you paid mods that you can have that are quality controlled and stuff like that. So technically, those ones you could say are content made for Bethesda, and they can add to that. But even then, when mods come out, that's going to fix so much of the problems that people have. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But even then, Bethesda, over time, adding this and that to the game, fixing it, doing this, which they've said they're going to do, that's also going to fix a lot of it. And honestly, once they get mods in this game, and once they get bigger and bigger, it's going to be amazing. You want to have your own little Star Trek universe? There's probably going to be a mod for that. Star Wars, mods already coming out, mods will be for that as well. Like, there's going to be so many Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers, gonna do that, because there already is bug-like aliens like that, and I'm like, hell yeah. So there is that intertwinedness that is going to evolve the game, and even if you want to wait, or you don't want to wait, the game is amazing as is. Again, I've put hundreds of hours into this game, and I still want more. That is a good thing for a video game. Yeah, it's not perfect, it's not I'm going to say it's not modern, but it's not 100% modern in sense of one load screen or like no load screens. But I don't care, because the game, the funness, the role-playing that I can do in this game is solid. And to me, not many games can do that. And even then, with any of my issues, I think they'll fix it. They probably are going to add vehicles, which I hope they do, because, again, going on planets, no vehicles, kind of sucks. They may add some things, like flying in atmosphere. Not impossible. Totally possible. Totally plausible. Depends if they add it. They might go, I'm hoping they go the No Man's Sky route, where it's just, the game at launch was fun, but had issues, and then, like, to me, Starfield is a solid 8 out of 10 game. I reckon by the end of its lifetime, it's going to be a 10 out of 10 game. Shit, probably when the mods come out, it'll be a 10 out of 10 game, depending on what mods you get, because you can create your own experience. Which for some people, gamers are like, I don't like that. Or, you know, some reviewers are like, oh, make your own experience. That's the whole point of a Bethesda game. You make your own experience. I just don't understand why people can't grasp their heads around that and they have to come up with all this bullshit to say it's bad. It's not. At times it's outdated, totally agree, but it's not bad. It has good gunplay, it has good world building, it has good it's good sci-fi. You know, as a sci-fi fan, there's some good sci-fi elements to it. I would have rather more humanoid, well, not humanoid, but more aliens, as in talkable aliens, but that could come later on. But it's still a solid game and a solid universe. We have companions that are well written. They're not perfect, but they are some well written. They have flaws, they have stories, they have conflicts, and they have journeys they go through and that you can help them get out of. Worked really well, and there's some good characters, more better than others, but there's still some good characters. And it has a good, if not mediocre, sci-fi story, which I enjoyed. Wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it, and I think in terms of a gameplay element, New Game Pluses are really well done with the element that they did and the story that they made and told. Overall, Starfield is going to be a game that people say is crap or good, between good and crap now. It'll get better. It'll do a No Man's Sky. I can definitely see that. It will do a No Man's Sky. And I'm totally okay with that. And in the end, I'm going to put hundreds of hours into this game and I'm going to go back and play it right now. So, after all this 12, 13 minutes of rambling, thank you. But yeah, Starfield to me is a fantastic game if you put the effort in to create your own journey, because that's what a Bethesda game is. You create your own journey. Bethesda games should not be compared to many other games because they are a very singular journey in the sense of how their open world works and how they do things, you know. But in Bethesda games, you can go off the beaten path and become whatever and do whatever you want. And to me, that is a masterclass of game design. But hey, that's just my opinion. Aussie Viking out. I shall see you in Valhalla. Bye.